Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host Tom Vic. What's up, everyone? What's going on? This is a place where you find new talent, new faces, upcoming stars here live on the show all the time. Woo! What's good? What's good, y'all? It's been a while since I've been up here. Hope everyone is doing well. Uh, wow. So, want to shout out everyone that tunes in here on the show. Show me support, show me love. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the sharing. Also, thank you guys for posting on the Don Vic Show page. Appreciate you guys for that. That's a place where you want to go and put up all your upcoming films, all your upcoming shows, and anything else that you want to promote on the Don Vic Show page. So appreciate you guys that do come on there and share your stuff on my page. So, what's up, world? What's up, everyone? So, whew, April 1st. I mean, nope. Excuse me. April 3rd, I'll be on the Donnie Hall Show, the People Show. Big shout out to Jay York Productions. I'll be on their show on April 3rd at 8 p.m. I'll be on there for an interview. I just want to thank Donnie Hall for bringing me on the show and giving me an opportunity to tell some of my story and talk about my upcoming projects and films. So thank you, Donnie Hall. Big shout out to him. Also, big shout out to Tiki and my man Avi Klein, Kelly White, Joe, Victoria, Howard, Chad, and everyone on TKN. Great people. They'll be on tonight at 8 p.m. Make sure you guys tune in and don't miss it. Also, big shout out to all the YouTube watchers. Thank you guys for tuning in and supporting the show as well. Facebook, you already know the vibes. We in the building. Um, so also want to shout out my good friend, and I always shout her out, and you guys are probably tired of hearing her name, Nicole Vegas, but that's my best friend. I love her to death. She's been solid with me since day one. And anything that she wants to promote, I promote it because she does the same for me. And it's a team thing, and that's why we're we're so close. Also, big shout out to her husband, Kevin Greg, also a phenomenal guy. You guys don't really hear about him or see him because he's behind the scene, doing a lot of stuff for Nicole behind the scene. Also, Sean C. Phillips, also director and actor, has plenty of films out. They are working on Desert Fiends too. So in April they'll start shooting. April 8th will be the release of Desert Fiends 1. So you guys can, go on social media, find it, put in Desert Fiends, and you guys can watch the film. Ooh, boy, oh boy. So what's going on, folks? What's going on? Big shout out to the paranormal world. Um, and all the podcasters out there, all the directors, actors, comedians, book writers, boxers, celebrity boxers. Talking about celebrity boxing. Big shout out to Johnny Knuckles. He'll be fighting tonight. Also, Hazel Roche will be fighting tonight. Um, so I hope they do well and win the fights tonight. Um, I'll try to keep in tune with that so that I can bring them on the show, depending on what goes on tonight. What's up, sis? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Shamdu? What's up? What's up? What's going on? So you guys know that we're still working on Vampire Vendetta. Denise and I, and it's a lot of work going on. Jesus Christ, you know, I didn't know it takes all this work to put a film together. Jesus, but we there. We're putting in the work. We're trying to get the film going. We're trying to get some funds up. That's the hardest thing. I always say that. You know, um, for a film, and that's where we at right now. So any support that you guys can give, I appreciate it. You can go to the Vampire Vendetta page. There's a link there for any donations that you might want to help us for to get the trailer, to shoot the trailer, the teaser, and of course the film for 2026. So we're raising money um, to be able to shoot the film. So any donations is a good donation, and I appreciate that. Um, Also, shout out to Sabrina Oxford. Also, she is a the founder of an organization, nonprofit for children that are orphans. Um, so she's also trying to raise some funds for that as well. Um, so it's been a long year trying to get things going and trying to get things where this should be. Um, it's not an easy task, folks. It's not an easy task, but we out here when putting the best foot forward to get this done. You know. Um, Also, shout out to uh, my good friend Eddie Bell. Eddie Bell, haven't spoke to him in a while. Eddie Bell is the husband of Shauna Gibson. Shauna Gibson is the sister of Tyrese Gibson, the actor and the singer. She passed away last year, and I miss her very much. Um, she used to consult me and taught me a lot of the stuff that I know today about filming and podcasting. She was she was one of my best friends as well. Uh, so I miss her so much. Um, Also, Catherine Colbert Pacino was another good friend of mine, which was the ex-wife of Al Pacino. Oh, no, Sam Pacino, the father of Al Pacino. Um, she passed away too last year. Two very good friends of mine. They've been in the industry for so many years. I got to meet Catherine in person. I got to meet Shanta in person. Um, and I'm pretty sure you guys seen pictures with me and them on my page. Um, but they gone but never forgotten. And as long as I have them in my thoughts and in my heart, I'm gonna always shut them out and let them know that I'm thinking of them at all times because they put a lot of work into this industry to be who they are, and for the name to keep ringing in this industry. Okay. So big shout out to Shauna Gibson and Catherine Colbert Pacino. Amazing women. I see a lot of things going on the on the Facebook page. A lot of people putting in work. A lot of films coming out. Holly Wallen um, and Katie Wallen, two phenomenal people, a husband and wife. They're both actors alongside their children. Ash and Bones, which is one of the movies that I've seen. They got plenty more on Tubi. But Ash and Bones, one of my favorite films because it has to do um, with what is it? I'm not even thinking straight right now. But you guys can check it out on Tubi. It's called Ash and Bones. Okay, it's a good movie. Also, big shout out to my brother Asif Akbar. Um, he is a director. Just shot the film last year, I believe, or this last year called Bones with Mel Gibson and 50 Cents. It's out now on every platform. So I just want to send a big shout out to the director Asif Akbar, a good friend of mine, has been on my show as well. Great guy, a couple of times, and that was his latest film that I've seen him direct. It's called Bones. Yard Bones. I'm sorry, it's called Yard Bones with 50 Cent and Mel Gibson. Check it out. It's a great action movie. Um, so folks, it's a lot of things happening for this year and next year. Um, so make sure you guys tune in and watch. Watch the show and find out who's coming and who's doing what. You know, here on the show. Um, so again, for those that didn't hear, I'll be on the Donnie Hall show April 3rd at 8 p.m. Sharp. I'll be on his show. And we'll be talking about the films that I've been in. Of course, we talk about my talk show and some other things in the film that we're working on, Vampires Vendetta, and the film that I'm working on. That my partner Denise and she's helping me write this film that I created. Well, we created because she's helping me create it as well. So there's a lot of things going on, folks, man. There's a lot of things going on, and just want to keep you guys in tune with what's going on. Also, big shout out to all my TikTok friends, man. My TikTok friends, um, big shout out to them as well. Great people. Um, you know, it's amazing. You find people from different part of the world that are so similar to you. And some look similar, by looks too. You know what I mean? So that's amazing, to have people like that. What's up, David? How are you, my brother? How you doing? Thank you for tapping in. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot. So, I've got some shows coming up that I need to line up with some directors, actors that I'm gonna be bringing on the show soon. I just haven't had the time to connect with them. I've been really busy running around, but I got some great, phenomenal directors coming on the show. We're gonna talk about their upcoming films, and great. That's good, David. Amazing. I ain't seen you in a while, David. I hope you're doing great. You know, waiting for Chinese. You waiting for Chinese food, David? Everybody's a party at David's house. David's buying Chinese food, folks. Drop the address, David. We're coming. Oh, okay. David's putting it all on his credit card. Here we come. Chinese food, anyone? Oh boy. Yes, yes. So, um, I'm waiting for, some new stuff to come out, some new projects. Um, besides the one that I just mentioned, you guys, Desert Fiends and stuff like that. There's new projects coming out. Also, big shout out to my good friend Johnny Alonso. Johnny Alonso's from San Francisco. He'll be coming out here to my side of the town out here in the East Coast for the movie The Crow, um, which is a great film. I was supposed to be in that film as well. I just couldn't make it, but Johnny Alonso is in that film. I think he's coming out here to do some more filming on that film. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see Johnny. Not no, David. I haven't seen it yet. Is it on Tubi? Is it on? Is it online? Toxic Avenger. Are you playing in it, David? And if you are, what's your role? Looks cool. Yeah. No, I haven't seen it yet. David, I'm not I really don't be on TV like that. I'm mostly on social media. I don't, you know. be on TV to know that. But thank you for letting me know. I'll definitely check it out and see what's going on with Toxic Adventures. Um, you know, see what's definitely going on. So, folks, David is an actor, by the way. Haven't I don't think I had David on my show yet. David, you haven't been on my show yet, have you? I know you're on my friends list, but I don't think I brought you up on the show. And if I did, I don't remember because it's been a long time. And I have so many people here on the show, I can't even remember my names at times. You heard David? I can't even remember my name and time. You know, I was um I was going online last night, going just scrolling through my phone and stuff, and you know, you see things on social media that blows your mind. And like I was watching this one where this lady went into a grocery store and she was halfway naked. I mean, like you can see her whole side, half of her buttocks in a dress. Now, I understand that some women want to look pretty, and I get that, and that's all nice. But when you pushing it to an extreme where you're almost naked coming to a grocery store, you know, it makes me think, you know, how much attention do you really need, or you're looking for to be dressed in that sort of way, you know. Then I saw another one where they had these pants, and I don't know if the buttocks were eating the pants or the pants were just too small, where half of her butt cheeks were like exposed. So I started to think, what's really going on with some women nowadays? Like, is it attention? Like, is it a man you're looking for? But if it's a good man, looking like that, you're not going to get a good man. You're just going to get someone to just want to spend the time with you and keep it moving. So, y- and I'm not saying that that they're bad women because I don't know them, but you know, if you dress that way, you're only going to attract certain men, you know, um, and where is their respect for yourself? And they're pretty women, they were really pretty women, you know. So, I start thinking like, where's there? How do you respect yourself when you're wearing stuff like that? And and I get it. It could be nice and hot, but there's certain things that you just don't wear. And then if a guy say something to you, you know, if a guy say something to you, what's going to be your response? Are you going to get upset? Are you going to just let it ride? You know, because if you're looking for attention, you're going to get attention. Dressed that way, and you know, for me personally, my opinion, a beautiful woman can look sexy without wearing those type of clothes. That there's ways of being sexy with full armor on. You know, um, you don't have to expose half of your body, um, to the world, and expect and not expect someone to say something, and then you're gonna say, "Oh, you're disrespectful." Well, if that's the case, then you need to check yourself if you're gonna come out dressed like that. Um, and it's really crazy nowadays. I just don't understand um what some women are really looking for, you know, um, dressed that way. Um, it's not fashion. You can't say it's fashion because it's not fashion. You know, you're not on a runway um modeling it. You're at a grocery store. You're walking on the sidewalk. You're crossing the street. You know, and I just really don't understand it. It boggles my mind. You know, so I just don't know how. This internet, this TikTok has gone to a level where either people are not thinking or they just don't care of what they put on or what people think about them. And if you're a professional person and you want good men, then there's a certain way you need to dress. Good men don't look for real men don't look for stuff like that. Just my opinion. We I don't want a woman. I don't want my woman showing half of her body to nobody. I don't care how bad she looks. Yeah, I agree, David. And that's the thing. You know, not all the time are the right men going to be around. You know, so what's going to be their response to that? You know, and if that's the case, then you do that. Somewhere private, not outside where anyone can say something. You know, and then you're going to feel offended if I say it, but if David say it, it's okay. You know, so like it's really confusing. Um, but I think it all depends on the female, how she carry herself and presents herself, right? Because like I said earlier, there's women that are beautiful and don't have to show their body. They know what to wear. They know what to wear and still look sexy and have that man wonder, wow, she's really sexy. But when you're already looking at it because it's exposed, then there's nothing else to see. You're already seen it. You know what I'm saying? Or you're looking at it. So, I just really don't know what's going on nowadays. It's just really, really, really crazy on the internet. Um, you know, and it just blew my mind. You know what I mean? Right. That's exactly what I'm thinking for the attention, right? So where do you cross the line, David? Where do they cross the line where they say, okay, I'm gonna dress like this because I want to get the right man? H- Like, how would a woman like that get the right man if they're exposing their bodies like that? I mean, I can look at it, right, as a man, but I wouldn't want that because then I got to worry about her leaving the house when I'm not around looking like that. And then maybe some other guy, maybe that looks better than I do, or that can offer her more than I can, is going to swipe her off her feet. then there I go. I think there's a way of dressing, um, I mean, if you're single, that's I mean, it doesn't even matter, man, because single or not single, you should respect yourself as a woman, right? As a woman to 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 walk outside, showing half your body. I mean, you can still frame your body in a nice pair of shorts and a nice pair of, you know, nice sweatpants, a nice sweatsuit, even a nice office suit, and still look beautiful and sexy, without a guy thinking crazy, you know. And if you're looking for a good man, you know, good men don't look for that. They go to the strip joints, not on the road. You know what I'm saying? Or in the office. They go to the strip joint. Okay, because that's something that's just gonna be a one night thing, maybe. But for a long term relationship, a good man is not looking for that. A good man doesn't want his wife exposing her body to the neighbor, to his friends, to the people in general. You know, um, and that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Exactly. And the thing, David, is a lot of them are beautiful. You be like they're gorgeous, but that's just gorgeous from the outside. And what's in the inside? I mean, if you're not thinking correctly, you know, you're not. And what type of man are you looking for? It's just my thing. You know, hey, true. I see it all the times, and sometimes the spandex looks like sometimes they be pushing the straw, and it looks like the booty's gonna eat the spandex. It's so damn tight, right? It looks like it's just gonna go right and just disappear in her buttocks. Like I just don't understand it. And then if a guy says something, you a pervert, or you this, or you that. Why? I mean, well, why you dress like that? You obviously want a man to look at you, you know, and that men are gonna look. Some might say something. So if you don't want those type of remarks, you don't want that type of attention, then you know, you might want to dress different. You know what I mean? You might want to dress different. Um, all day. And I think that's very sexy. A sundress, you know, a sundress on a beautiful woman is very sexy. I love sundresses, some come a little bit above the knee, where you can see a little leg, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But not the sundresses that come right at your butt cheek that if you bend over, it's all exposed. Or if the wind blows, it's all exposed. You know what I mean? And I get it that some women want to look sexy. I get that. But there's a way of looking sexy and there's a way of forcing it, right? And what I see is a lot of force. I see a lot of damn force. Okay. So I just really don't understand some women, right? For me, for me, I I will look, right? Because I'm a man. Of course I'm a look, but that's not what I want. Definitely not. I don't want a woman like that. Not at all. I don't care how beautiful she is. I don't care. I don't care none of that. because it shows me that she doesn't care about herself. She doesn't respect herself as a woman. So if you don't respect yourself as a woman, you're walking out here looking like that, you're definitely not going to you're definitely not going to respect me. So I'm not even going to put myself in that position to be able to, have arguments and fights and wondering what she's wearing today when I'm at work. You know, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be going through those headaches. I want peace in my life. I want peace in my life. You know, you want to wear something sexy, that's fine. I don't mind. You know, a woman of mine wearing something sexy, that's fine. But you got to know how to wear it, and know what you're wearing. Um, it's just a lack of respect for your man and for you and for herself. You know, um, and and Dave, I seen women, married women. I seen married women with their men walking, and I'm saying to myself, what is he thinking at that moment when he's walking down with his girlfriend on the sidewalk, and she's hot, and she got on some stuff that are breaking necks? Like, what is he thinking as the male? Because I know he knows that every man that she's walking by is gonna look. Okay, that's uncomfortable for a man. You know, she's happy. She's walking down the street happy, but the husband is walking down with a straight face, looking like the first person that looks at my wife wrong or say something, I'm gonna shoot him. You understand me? I don't want that. Give it to the next man. The next man can have that. Okay? I sure don't. I don't need the headache. You know, I just really don't know where some of the respect went for some of these women. Out the window. Like, I just really don't. I really don't get it. You know, somebody like that, but why dress like that if you have? I don't know, David, but it does. It does happen. I've seen it happen a lot. I see it on social media. I see it on the streets here when I'm driving. You know, and the bad thing is this: I seen few women, because it's happened to me when I'm in my nice car and I'm driving and I'm dressed nice and I'm driving. They got on their thing, and they turn their face to look at me while their man is that's the most disrespectful thing you can do to a man. You don't have to say anything, but if you turning your neck to see the next man while your man is walking with you, that's not the one for you, brother. Okay? That's not the one for you. And I've seen it happen to me. It's happened to me. I've seen it happen to other people. And, a woman like that, it's just waiting for the next opportunity. And I don't agree to that at all. And I know you've seen it, David. I know you've seen it. This happens everywhere. This just doesn't happen in my neighborhood. This happened in everybody's neighborhood, and that's very disrespectful. Men do it too. I'm not just gonna talk about the women, but men do it too, and that's disrespectful on the man side. If you got your girlfriend, you know, um, if you're walking down with your girlfriend and up the street comes this hot woman, she's hot. You can't turn your neck. As much as you want to turn your neck, you can't do it. Okay. And if you're gonna do it, right, you need to wear glasses like these. That way your face is turned, but your eyes can turn. Ah, you wear shades as dark as you can, okay? As dark as you can, and you just turn the eyes from the inside, okay? But do not turn that head because you will have a fight on your hands, okay? So it's both ways, and I get it, you know, but if you are with a partner, then you need to respect them 100% and all the way. There's certain things you shouldn't wear, men and women. Y'all got to come to an agreement. If she's in your house and she's getting dressed and you see her and you think it's not appropriate, you say, "Hun, I love the outfit. I think you look amazing, but I don't think that's the right thing to wear outside the house right now." You know, you want to wear that, we can wear it. You can wear it here for me. We can go get some wine and you can put on anything you want that you feel is sexy so that I can see. I don't need my neighbor, doing his lawn, and you walk out the door and he's falling off the roof. I don't need that. You know what I mean? I just don't. Yes, 50% of that's why a lot of marriages do not work. I say this, David. If you're going to get married or you're going to get into a relationship, get all that stuff out of you first, right? Get all that out of you first when you're single. Do everything that you feel you need to do before you get into a serious relationship. Because when you get into a relationship, things change. There's certain things that you used to do when you were single that you're not going to be able to do when you're married or when you're in a relationship, right? For the respect of your partner and for the respect of yourself. Okay. And, you know, 50% of the marriages, end up not working out because the woman or the man still feels like they still got that game in them, you know, and that's when things start to collapse. You lose half of the house, you lose the car, you use the children, and then you blame the wife. No, well, you was out there doing what you was doing when you were single. You can't do that no more. Or the wife waits till he's at work, is doing her thing with the neighbor or whoever, gets caught, bam, a divorce, boom, or whatever the case may be. Or you're out there wearing what you're not supposed to. You're you're flaunting your man stuff to other men, and that's not cool. I don't think that's cool at all. Um, I see all this happening. I see a lot of my friends through divorce because of certain things, and that's why me personally, I don't get into marriages. I don't want to marry. I don't think I'll never get married. I can live with I can probably live with a woman, but marriage I don't want to because what do I gain out of marriage? Nothing. A man does not gain nothing out of marriage. Period. The woman does. We don't gain a goddamn thing but a headache. We don't gain nothing but a headache and we lose half our stuff. Or all of it, you know. So you have to be really careful and really sure in what you're getting into nowadays. Okay? You really do. Okay? Now, if you build something with a partner and you build it together, then I can understand why you can give her half or give him half. But if you got everything and she came into your life with nothing, I don't think it's fair that you have to give her half. Why? She didn't work for that. You know, I mean, if you want to give her something, that's fine. But if you didn't earn it, why should I give it to you? Why should I give you half of my house? Why should I give you half of my earnings? You know, I just think it ain't fair for the man. The man does not gain nothing from marriage. It don't. Nothing. Nothing. And and a lot of women want to get married just to say they married. Okay, you're married, but are you in love? Are you in love with that person? Do you really rather die for that guy? Or you just with him because you thought he was cute? He got his own thing going on. He got his house, he got his business, and you thought this is a great opportunity for you to move up and maybe have children, and then bam, when you're tired of him, when you're tired of him, whatever the case may be, he's not intimate as he used to no more. Now you want a divorce. And I say to some men, man, some of us got to really wake up and see the game. It's a lot of it's game, and a lot of it's honesty, but you got to figure that out. You know, you really do. You have to figure that out because there's a lot of games being played in um in relationship. And I'm not saying this is for everybody. I'm saying this for me. You know, exactly. But because the system is built that way, a lot of women do that, and they know they're going to get away with it. So as a man, you have to be a little bit more open minded and see the whole picture before you let your other head think for you. You know, because you got to see the long run of these things. And I'm not saying all women are the same. I'm not saying that. 50%. 50%. Okay. So you have to really know. And women too, there's some women that got their own thing going on, that got their own money, got their own houses, that are really doing good for themselves. And then they get into relationship with men, and it happens to them too, you know. But it happens mostly to men. Okay. The 50% happens to men. Um and you're right, some women need to get a job, man. Get your own job, get your own hustle. It's not a man's responsibility to take care of you. It's not. That should be already your responsibility as an adult to take care of yourself. To take care of yourself. A man don't have to take care of nobody. You understand? You as an adult need to take care of yourself regardless of a man being there or not. Pay your own bills, pay your car bill, pay your rent, um, pay for your travelings, pay for all. As a woman, as an adult, you do that anyway. If a man comes into your life and decides to help out and takes 50% of what you are spending and he's willing to help you, girl, you should be happy. You should be happy. Because on top of the fact that the man has to pay for everything that he has, he's still willing to take most of your bills and pay for them. And I just don't understand some women, you know. Hi Pam. I just don't understand it, you know. Yeah. I think if the couple does divorce, I think that both parents should take care of the child, you know, uh, on both sides, not just one side. Because I it takes two to tangle, and we've been living through this system for so many years that a lot of women have gotten accustomed to living that way. But that's not the way. It's not. You know, you become an adult sometime in your life. So if a man is not in your life, how do you take care of yourself? You go get a job, right? You take care of yourself, you buy your clothes, you pay your rent, you pay for your car, you pay for your hair, you pay for your nails because you're an adult. That's your job regardless of having a man or not. That's your responsibility as an adult. You have responsibilities. If you don't want responsibilities, then I don't know what to tell you. And some men do take all the responsibilities of a woman, right? They take all the responsibility of a woman plus their responsibility, right? So now he's taking 100% of the responsibility while you at home doing whatever you're doing. Okay? Then on top of that, you get tired of him because he's out working all day. He doesn't have time for you because he's taking all your responsibilities on him to take care of you, and then you do the unexpected. He's never home. He's not here. He didn't give me any time. So I did what I had to do with the neighbor. Okay? Then, on top of that, you want half of what he got. Now, some of you women are a trip. I tell you. And some of you guys are still sleeping. Like, y'all need to wake up and smell the coffee. And this go both ways for men and women, because there's women out there that got their things going on, and they get the shitty man, and the shitty man does the same thing to the woman that the woman does to a man. So this is both ways. Okay, so I don't want y'all women thinking that I'm bashing on y'all. I'm not. I'm just speaking facts. And if you don't like facts, then you shouldn't be watching this show. Because I'm gonna tell you what it is, what I see, and all day, every day. Okay, and I'm not just talking. I got friends that lost everything. Okay, because of divorce, everything. Lost kids, houses, half of their pension and everything, and she's over there with the next man in his house while he's living in his car or with his sister or whatever. This is why I say you have to be really careful when you say you're going to marry someone. Marriage is not a joke. Give me 1 second, folks. Hello? Sí, me llamó Alejandro. Ok, no, pero yo lo voy a ver mañana. Ah, pues yo también, pero no está bien. Él me llamó cuando vine para casa. Yo lo voy a ver mañana. Sí, yo mañana le voy a dar un dinero. O- ok, está bien. Igual. Bye. Yeah, folks. So, I'm trying to tell you, you know, yeah, it is a crazy number, you know, and not just 29, on 50s and 60s. I'm trying to tell you, it's up the rack. Right now, nowadays, it's all the way up. All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I'm telling you, David, you know, and see, this is one thing. Like, I met this guy, right, at my job. This, Caucasian guy, white guy. He said, I've been married 3 times. This is why I say, men, we some dumb brothers sometimes. Okay. He said, I've been married 3 times and divorced 3 times. I said, okay. He said, the first one took this, took that. The second one took my other house. The third one, he took my other house. I said, so what did you learn? I said, what did you learn from all that? He said, I ain't getting married. I said, you should have learned that on the second time. Okay. So, folks, people use the word love and they throw it around very, very, very often. I'm in love. I love you. This and love. Love is a 4-letter word, but it means so much. And it's very hard to stay in love. It is. If you can't keep the fire going, sooner or later that love is going to start to die. And then problems start to occur. Now, for me, my opinion, from what I've seen my friends go through, from what I hear from people go through in marriages, for me, marriage is not for me. Straight up, marriage is not for me. Not that I'm rich, not that I got all this stuff, but to avoid all the headache that goes with being married, I'm not doing it. I can live with a woman. We can live 10, 20, 30, 40 years together. But the day you get bored of me or I get bored of you, I say, honey, this ain't working. I'm going to pack my stuff and leave the door and don't have to look back. Don't have to worry about pensions. Don't have to worry about signing any papers. None of that. I go my way. You go your way. It's very simple. But that's just me. Okay? I don't need a ring to tell me that you're my wife. If we've been together for over 5 years, you're my wife. You're just my wife. You're just my wife. Period. You know what I mean? I don't need a ring and a piece of paper to tell me you my wife. We've been together for 7, 8 years. You my wife. Okay. The only difference between that is that when you decide you want to go, you can go without having any issues. You don't. So you leave with whatever you got, that's what you go with. Whatever she got, that's what she go with. Now, if you guys build something together while you're together and you guys decide you want to split, then you can say, okay, you and I are owner of this, you and I have this. Now let's sit and we can split this half and half. Boom. But I'm not going to give you half of the stuff that I already got before you came into my life. You're not getting half of that. I'm sorry. You didn't put that one dime of sweat, of hard time, of hard labor for this that I already had before you came into my life. I'm not doing that. I don't care what people say. I don't care what you call me. You a fool, woman or man, you a fool if you do that. Just think about it. It's just common sense. You worked all your life to create whatever you got. And here comes this woman or this guy. And you get married. And you got to give him half your stuff or all your stuff that you work for. Listen, I'm not doing that. I call those people a fool. Okay? Now, if we build something together while we together, then yeah, you deserve half of that. Okay? That's why I tell my brothers now, if you're gonna get married, man, prenup agreement. You know, take care of what you already got. If she doesn't want to sign it, then that's a red flag, my brother. Straight like that. Listen, there's other women out there that you can go get. There's plenty of women and men in this world, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you protect your wealth. That's how you protect yourself from anything that might happen in the future. Because at that point, you're in love. You're blind. You're doing anything because you're in love. You're not thinking for the future. Okay? Baby, I love you. At this point, I love you. I think you're my everything. But you want to get married? Fine. Sign this prenup agreement and we'll get married tomorrow. You don't want to sign it, then you're not the woman for me. Just it. If she gets mad or he get mad, then maybe they wasn't coming in there with the right intentions to begin with. You understand me? People, I'm just trying to open up your eyes. I'm not here trying to bash on the women. I'm not here trying to trash on my brothers. I'm just talking true facts. True facts. Look it up. Look it up. What's up, Pam? Yeah, you know, that's happening a lot right now. And if you ask me to scam, you know, and brothers, man, you guys gotta really pay attention, man. Listen, I'm gonna say this. A lot of women might get mad at me, but that's fine. Some women, some, not all women, get in relationships to have children because having children is an outlet for them. Taxes, they get mad money back from their taxes. If you ever leave her, they can get child support from you. If you're married, alimony. You know, some women don't come into relationship for the relationship. There's some women that are evil. They come in there so they can plan a way to um, be successful by getting help through having children and being married. They're not there. They're just trying to get themselves set up where they don't have to do anything. You know, so they want to get married. They want to have children. Yeah, but see, the man doesn't really. You're so in love that you don't see what's going on. And I'm not saying that all women are like that. Don't get me twisted, but some are, and I see it. I see it within those generation, like you said, 26, 29, and 30. I see certain birds, you know, flocking around, trying to because they don't want to work. A lot of them don't want to work. Some of these women and guys are out there working. Man, I don't want to work. I'm out. What can I do so I don't have to work? Well, shit. Let me get married and let me get pregnant. That way, my husband have to give me child support whenever I get tired of his ass. Right? I get married. Make sure he has a house. Make sure he has a business. Make sure he has this. They planning. A lot of these women are planning on you guys. You know, and if you're not alert, if you're not open minded and you don't see the flags, you're going to get caught up in the mix and you'll be working for them for the rest of your life. I'm just saying, okay? Listen, Listen, a lot of 50-60% of the women sometimes don't even love the man. It's unconditional love. They love you because you can who said it best? Chris Rock said it. Chris Rock said it best. You know, because we providers. They love their dogs unconditionally. They love the kids unconditionally, but they love us for being providers. I'm not going to say they don't may not like us, or love us a little bit, but man, it's all about how can they stay afloat. Okay, some. I'm not saying all, most. Okay, so you really have to um, be careful. You know, Y- yeah, but rich men ain't looking for women like that. A lot of some rich men are rich. They can have any woman they want. And if they can, they can afford to give away a house, a car, and alimony. But a person that works day by day, every day, that has a good job, a good paying job, has a pension. A guy like that can't afford to lose what they got. You know what I'm saying, David? They can't. I can't. And I'll be damned if I have to give someone half of my stuff that they didn't even earn. Why? Because you say you love me? Because you slept with me? No, not at all. You know, it's and call me what you want to call me, but I'm not doing that. This is 2025. You get your own bread, I get my own bread. You get your money, I get my own money. You know, nowadays is 50-50. If you can't meet me halfway, you're not the woman for me. And that's just my opinion. That's just for me. Okay? I don't want a bum for a woman. I just don't. Just like they don't want a bum man in their life, I don't want a bum woman in my life. I don't care how pretty, how fine you are. Everyone is pretty and fine nowadays. That doesn't matter. Can you meet me halfway? Can I count on you if anything happens to me and I fall? Can I count on you to pick me up and say, Daddy, here you go, boom, we right back on? Can I count on you on that? That's the woman I want. I don't care how pretty you are or how fine you look. That's overrated nowadays. You feel me? I need a woman that's gonna be 50-50, that's gonna be there for me when things go wrong, and I'm gonna be there when things go wrong, and we're gonna work together as a team, and not just be boyfriends and girlfriends, but be best friends. We can sit down, we can talk, we can reminisce on building something, you know, ambitious woman. That's what I want. You know what I mean? I don't want a woman to depend on me. I don't. I really don't. No. Depend on yourself because the day that I'm not there, you can stand on your own 2 feet and keep it moving. You feel me? And that's the problem nowadays that we've been taking care of them for all these centuries. So a lot of them are accustomed for the man to take care. Oh, a man got to take care of women. A man got to do this. A man got to do nothing. We ain't. My birth certificate doesn't say um an example. Pam is my good friend, but Pam, I'm gonna use you for an example. My my birth certificate didn't say when I was born, Pam Harris is gonna be. You're gonna take care of Pam Harris for the rest of your life. Nah. No. You understand what I'm saying? We each individual was born with our own um responsibilities to do as adults. Okay. I'm not doing if I'm not taking care of a grown ass woman. If you can't take care of yourself, then you got a problem. You know? Then what good are you to me if you can't take care of yourself? I gotta take care of you. I gotta take care of me. I'm not doing that. I just ain't. Some men do, and that's if that's their prerogative. But nowadays, 2025, we're not doing that. You're gonna have to meet me halfway. If you can't meet me halfway, you're in the wrong path. You know, because just like she want things in her life and do things, I need to do things and want things in my life. But if she's cutting half of my earnings just because she doesn't want to do anything, or just because she feels that because she's with me, I have to pay for everything, then that's not the woman for me, you know. And on top of the fact that if I am doing something for you, you're not even building off that. You know, you're not even building or trying to build something of what I'm helping you with. I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. Yeah, but a lot of them are just lazy, just like some men are lazy as too. You know, but the type of character that I am and you are, David, you know what type of woman you want and what you're looking for, right? And you're smart enough to see, you know, the BS if it's coming, if a woman is trying to play games or she's trying to take advantage of you, or vice versa. If a woman's with a man and he's trying to take advantage of her, you know, you got to know when to say stop. This, I'm not doing this. You know, a lot of people go through stress. A lot of men kill themselves, and the high rate of men killing themselves is because of divorce. They can't take the fact that they work so hard in their life to find out that their wife does not want to be with them anymore, and they got to give everything that they work for to the wife, pay alimony. Some of these guys take their lives, and I see that. So I'm not going to be one of those critics. I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna say, honey, I think you're very, I think you're cute. I think you're fine. I think that we got a lot of things in common. Let's just date. Let's date. We can live together and say whatever. We can plan on building together. Blah blah blah. I am not marriage material. I'm gonna let you know right now. I don't believe in marriage. I don't. So if that's something that you want to do, then I'm not the guy for you. And at the end of the day, marriage is just a word, it's just a ring. It don't mean nothing at the end of the day. It's just a piece of paper that says you're with me. You can do that without a piece of paper and a ring. Oh, you want a ring? Okay, I can go buy you a ring. You can put it on, but I'm not doing all that. You know. Then you want to get married. I go spend $100,000 on this big wedding where have all these people come here. You know, all these people come you know, to my wedding. I just spent 100,000 on the wedding. Spend I don't know 50,000 on a ring or 100,000 on the ring. That's 200,000 you spend. Then six years later, she want a divorce. She want a divorce because you're not home. You're not making love to her anymore. You're always on the couch, and she's tired. And I want a divorce. Now, that 200,000 that you spent at the wedding and the ring is is going to multiply by a million or something. So now you're living in the doghouse. She got the house. She got the kids. She got half of your pension. She got alimony. She win. You lose. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying that all women like that because there's good women out there. There's women that get their own money, they got their own paper, and same to them. They cannot get with men that are not willing to meet them halfway. Okay. Okay. Hey, I'm good. No, I don't. No, man, Pam. Not from what I've seen. Marriage is out of. It's not even in my DNA. Um, it is for some folks though, Pam. Some folks want to get married. That's okay if that's what they want to do. But for me, no. It's I don't see any gain of being married. I just don't see any gain out of that. If anything, I see the woman gaining everything and me losing everything in a marriage. So I don't want to take that chance. I'd rather us be equal and work together and live together. And whenever she's tired and I'm tired, you we either of us can walk out that door without having to worry about anything. Um, and that's just me. You know, I mean that's just me. It's not exactly. It's not for everybody. You know, I just it's been presented to me a few times where I almost the farthest I got to was being engaged, but then I started seeing things that I didn't like, and I said, "Nah, this ain't for me. I'm not even doing this. This is gonna go sour." And I left it the way it was, and I moved on. Um, you know, n- it's not it's not for me. You know, and not that I don't want to sound like I'm cheap or anything, because it's not about being cheap. It's about being equal. And you know, if you're a woman that if you're a woman that got your things going on and that you are well off, with your with property, and you standing up well, it's not fair for a man to come into your life with nothing. You're just in love with him because for whatever reason, right? And you marry the guy, and all of a sudden you got to give him half just because he married you. But he didn't help build your empire. He didn't help, he wasn't there through your sweat, through your pain, through your, waking up at 9, 10, hours a day to build what you have, to then have to give half to someone else that was not part of that. You will feel very, very disappointed. Same thing with men. And it happens more to men than it does to women, you know. And for me, I just don't want to go through none of that. I really don't. If we build, like I said earlier, if we build something together where she helped me build, then yes, I have no problem with giving her half of that. I have no problem with that. I might just say, you know what? Just because you helped me build it, you can have it. You know, just because you put the effort to help me build it, I'm going to let you have it. But when you come into my life and I already have built something and got something going on, and you come into my life with nothing, and all of a sudden you decide you want to leave me or divorce me, and then I got to give you half of what I built before you came into my life, hey, that's gonna I'm gonna feel a certain way. And some men end up killing their women's because they're like, you're not taking everything I built. And then 2 months later, you with another guy in my house. Like, we really have to sit down and think about these things. Because this happens every day, all day. Just because it's not happening in your city doesn't mean it's not happening somewhere else around the world. But someone in around the world, not just one, maybe a few 10,000s of people are going through that at the same time, and lose it. Oh, you're gonna take everything I got to go with this man and laugh in my face, and then things happen. So to avoid those type of things, men and women, we have to think a little more. You know what I mean? Don't let your eyes and your love blind you. Okay, you have to really sit and think about, okay, I have this person doesn't have that. I got to protect what I have. And that's not you being selfish. That's you being smart. Okay? That's not you being selfish. That's you being smart. Okay? I got this and on. Okay, well, I love the person, or I think I do, but I love what I got more because I worked and sweat my ass for this. And I'm not going to get a chance to lose it. So, okay. I want to give this a chance, but you got to sign this prenup agreement. That right there is going to let you know everything you need to know. Right? Because if a person loves you unconditionally, they don't care what you got. They'll say, I'll sign it. Why? Because I'm not there for what you got. I don't care what you have. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, for who you are. I don't care about what you have. Now, when they don't want to sign it, or start asking you, well, why you want me to sign this? Or why do I got to sign that? Those are red flags. That's a person that's there for interest. That's not the person for you. And I've seen it happen. This is why I say what I say. This is why I say I'm not marriage material. And plus, I don't have nothing to offer anymore anyway. But if I did, that's be the first thing I'll say. Sign this prenup agreement, baby, and we move from there. And that right there is going to tell me everything about who she is. But a lot of these men don't do it. A lot of these women don't do it. They just fall in love because the sex was good, the kissing was good, they took them to a trip, and in their head they're like, oh my God, boom, let's get married, bam. And don't sit back and look at the big picture. Okay? Now, if you got a good man or a good woman, and she has all the assets when you came in and you didn't have anything, right? And you guys divorce. If she feels like she wants to give you something, that's fine. That's, because she feels you deserved it. But it doesn't give any person no right to say, I want half of your stuff because you divorced me. You must be out of your damn mind. I want half of your pension because you divorced me. I want you to take care of all the hospital bills because you divorced me. It's not happening. The only thing I would take care of if I have with that woman is my kids, and that's all she getting. Okay? Because again, like I said earlier, every adult has the responsibility as an adult to take care of yourself regardless of being married or not. That's your responsibility, no matter what, is to take care of yourself. So why when you meet a man or you meet a woman, when you meet a man, you feel like the man should pay for all your bills. What the hell are you giving him that he deserves to pay for all your bills? A piece of your body? We can go get that anywhere. We can go to strip club, pay for it, and be gone, and ain't got to worry about nothing. Ain't got to give a half of nothing. So, like, what are you bringing to the table that you feel you deserve half of what the man got? Time? Oh, I put all of this time. Well, I put time too. Where's my time? My time don't count. Only your time count. See, guys and gals, there's a lot of things that comes with marriage. So think it over. Okay? Think it over. I know this is a tough subject to talk about, and I know probably a lot of women will be like, probably hate me right now, but that's okay because I like to speak the truth. The truth always hurts. So I'm okay with that. As long as I'm not sitting here lying, then I'm okay with it, because facts are facts, and like I said, I'm not bashing on women or the men. I'm just talking facts. I'm talking about things that happen all day, every day around the world. And it happens. And it's something that everyone, each of us adults know. Okay. I was just saying certain things that I don't like and I wouldn't do. That's it. But everything else, it's I'm not making it up, you know. I'm not making it up. Maybe people don't want to talk about it, but hey, I'm gonna talk about it because I see it all the time, you know. And I got friends that, lost everything, you know. They follow their heart and they lost the sight of what they had to lose in the marriage because they were in love. Then after the love died and everything was taken, then they realized stuff. So what I'm saying is to stop you from making that mistake in the future, because you know if you're married one time, either you're a man or a woman, either way, and it happens to you the first time where you lose everything, why would you want to get married a second and third time? That just don't make any sense to me. Oh, because this is going to be different. How? How is it going to be different? Oh, because she loves me, and I know she loves me, and I know. Okay, so what you're telling me is that you're not going to argue with her, that you guys are not going to have fights, that you guys are not going to have disagreements, that you're telling me that she's not going to not lose love for you. Are you telling me that the urge of sex is not going to go? It's Listen, that happens in all relationships. It's a cycle. So how is it not going to happen again? It's going to happen again. It may just take a little longer, but eventually you're going to have to be divorced sometime down the line. you know, so how is it different? It's a different person, yeah. You know, but things we do day for day don't change. It's the same thing. You know, so I'm just saying that. So for women and men to be aware, do you want to get married? You don't need to get married to love someone. You don't. You don't have to be married to live with someone or to love someone or just to say, oh, I love you, so I married you. No, marriage has nothing to do with love. Marriage has nothing to do with love at all. Two different things. Look up the dictionary. Two different things. Oh, I love you, want to marry you. That's just a saying that people posted. It sounded good and made it together. And look, So many people lost so even lives over marriage. And like I said, you don't need to be married to love someone. You can love someone, you can live with someone for 20, 30 years and be best friends. I think that when you're not married, I think the relationship lasts longer. you know because you know that you can walk out that door whenever you want, you got nothing to lose. But when you're married, you go through a stress thing, because if you're the breadwinner, if you're the one that have to end up losing the most, you have to stick around when you don't want to. Now you got that stuck with you. You're tied up. So now you got to hope that he or she messes up so that you can have a reason to detach from that. Why put yourself in that spot? Like, think about it. Why would you want to be in a position where you're going to be like this? Unless you're coming into the game, unless you're coming into the marriage with the intentions of taking already, that's different, you know. So, guys and girls, think about it, because nowadays it's not like my parents' days or Pam's days, back in the 60s and 50s and early 70s, when marriage was for a long time. I remember um uh marriages being together for 50, 60 years, right there, still there, and it wasn't because of what I got or what she had. It was because it was true love, you know and they build and bond from that. But nowadays, you have to be really careful with marriage. Real talk, everybody's trying to get a come up. Everybody's trying to come up the next person, you know and marriage is one of the ways. I'm telling you guys, watch it. And women, that you doing your own thing, you got your own money, and you're single, and you're doing great for yourself. Watch yourself as well, okay? Because like like Pam said, marriage ain't for everybody, you know. So if there's a lot of people mad at me today, that's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm not lying. So it is what it is. If it hurts you, it's because it's meant for you. Bottom line. You know, I'm not here to sell you dreams. I'm here to tell you the truth. And that's why I'm not married. I'm not married. I don't think about being married. It's not my thing. It's not in my DNA. And if I have to be single for the rest of my life, I'm okay with that too. you know, I'm okay with that too. You know, but headaches and drama, I want out of my life. I don't need that in my life. I truly don't. It's something that I do not want. What's up, Tracy? What's going on? Tracy missed it all, unless he was looking on the backstage. But for yeah, folks, that's basically the thing about being married. You know, you're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some. You're gonna lose more than the win. Okay, and again, like Pam said, marriage ain't for everybody, but it is for some people. For me, it's not. Um, it's not in my DNA. Marriage is not in my DNA. Okay. I don't thought it over plenty of times. I do not let my feelings, my emotions make me, do something that I don't want to do. I think things over. I analyze things. I look at the pros and cons, and if it's not working or it's not even, I'm not even going to touch it. You know, again, marriage nowadays, 2025, you really got to think about it. There's a lot to lose for some of us, and there's a lot to gain for some of them. So you got to watch how you move, how you operate, and how you use that word marriage and love. Okay. Because love can make you do some crazy things and then you regret later. You know what I mean? Real talk. So, you know, I want to let you guys know also that tomorrow, no, April 3rd at 8 p.m., I'll be on the Donnie Hall show, people show at 8 p.m. Central Time, Eastern Time. And big shout out to J York Productions as well. Thank you for having me come on your show and talk about me. So yeah, Donnie Hall, good guy. I'll be on the show soon, April 3rd. You guys can tune in and check me out. Um, Also, Virgo G. Virgo G is a friend of mine from Manhattan, New York. I came out in one of her magazines a year ago, 2 years ago. Haven't spoken to her in a while. I'll reach out to her, see if I can come out to her studio out in Manhattan, New York. Um, it was my first magazine that I came out in back in 2020, I think it was. She had a phenomenal magazine. Um, and she gave me an opportunity to get on her magazine and talk about, who I was and how I got into the podcasting and acting and all that stuff. Has a nice bio about me with a picture of me on a page. Um, Virgo G magazine. Also, I think front page of the magazine was Derek Webb. Derek Webb is another friend of mine. He's an actor. He was on the front page of the magazine too. So big shout out to Virgo G, wherever you at. I had to reach out to her, but yeah. So that's going on. I'll be talking about Vampires Vendetta as well, which is the movie you guys know that I've been working with Denise. We're still trying to get funding for that film. It's been really hard. Um, trying to get donations and stuff. I don't, we're trying to figure out a way to raise some money to get this film going. The support is not there. I thought that we would have had some great support, but we're trying to figure out other ways of getting support for the film. Um, so just hang on and see when we get ready to rock and roll with this film. Um, Again, opportunities will be there for this film. We got perks that Denise is going to put. Well, she put some together. I think she'll be releasing the perks this month on for Vampires Vendetta. So anyone that wants to be a part of the film, um, check out the perks. Um, and if it's something that you feel like you might want to do, or you feel like doing, you want to be part of the film, then you can pick whatever perk you might want. Um, we will have posters signed by Denise, by the crew, and myself. Signatures will be on the posters for Vampires Vendetta. Uh, and we have other stuff too to raise some money. to for the film. So you guys have a great night. Love you guys. I didn't, if I offended anybody, then you know I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I wasn't here to offend anybody. I was just speaking the facts, and facts sometimes hurt people. So you guys have a great night. See you guys April 3rd on the Donnie Hall Show. And again, anyone that wants to be a part of my show, just inbox me, and we can set up a date and bring you on the show. Um, Big shout out to everyone here on my panel. Big shout out to the YouTubers that are watching and everyone that's tuning in tonight. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you soon. I'm going to set up some shows um, for this coming up month or two. I'm going to be in the middle of moving, so I might be off the air for a couple days, but I'll be back, and I'll let y'all know the scoop. Okay, so love you guys. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna let y'all go with peace, love, respect. Y'all already know the vibes. I'm out of here. Peace.